Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another installment of In the Upper Room Outreach Ministries, The Monitor. My name is Shauna Easter, and I have been joined by my regular co-host, Michael Riley, who made that beautiful graphic you were looking at, the website graphic you're looking at. And also, we have a wonderful, wonderful treat this evening. Bill and Terri Carter have joined us to talk about the Weekend of Hope and a Mother's Day quilt and some other things. And actually, I honestly don't care what you're here to talk about. I'm just glad you're here. So there they are. Wave, hi. We also have some very important guests for you, so we want you to stick around. But first of all, let's check in. How's everybody doing?
Well, Shauna, I'm like you. It doesn't matter what Bill came to talk about tonight and what Terri came to talk about. I'm just thrilled to have you guys here because Shauna and I, we just owe, so much to your grooming for, getting us ready to do this program here, Bill. And, well, Anthony, as the public may know, you have, but...
Very confusing what his name is.
Yeah, so what's going on with me, Shauna, is I'm just excited. There's a wonderful program that we have. Can I give a quick shout out before we just pass it on down? First of all, this shout out here is for this beautiful lady that I met at Pathmark, and I'm sorry, Terri, it was not romantic. I met a wonderful fan of this program. She's been following it since the days of Sister Dottie Neal, and her name is Mother Ethel Patton, and that's Pattin. I make sure I get it right. she just had a birthday last week, so Mother Patton, we just love you. We thank you for your support, and we certainly hope that you enjoy this program.
Happy birthday.
So actually, we want to talk about get everyone caught up a little bit. So what have you two been up to besides causing trouble?
What have we been up?
That would be both of us,
That
but
would
yeah.
be both of us. Actually, Michael and I are working on another project for local web television, and we've been doing quite a bit of work on that, doing some independent film production and video production, and you'll learn more about that as time goes by, and it'll be relatively soon. And I'm really kind of excited because as you know, the Everett Theater had its ceiling collapse last March. And
That's not what you're excited about, though, that
no,
it collapsed.
I'm not. I was excited I wasn't there, and that it didn't hit the organs. But as many of you know, I'm a part-time organ player of sorts, and we are going to be reopening the Everett Theater. The community got together, a lot of people donated time and money and resources to put the theater back together, and it is going to start on May 8th. They're actually going to have a gala fundraiser, black tie event, I'm told, $75 per ticket, of course, but it's a fundraiser for the Everett, and that's going to be on a Friday night. And then Saturday, the program will continue for us that can afford it, and that would be May 9th, and adults are $15, children and seniors are $12, and it's going to be, this is a stage show actually, it's not the normal movie, and the performances are going to include Broadway and Hollywood bests like Grease, Annie, The Wiz, Evita, The Wizard of Oz, and it's a whole family event. So if you're interested in helping out the Everett Theater down in Middletown, it's Delaware's last real old-fashioned theater, proscenium arch stage where you can still fly the scenery. We still use carbon arc projectors to project the movies, and it's a wonderful place. The phone number down there is 378-7038. 378-7038. That is the phone number for the Everett Theater. And you can also reach them on the web at www.everetttheater.com. Now, they do spell theater a little differently. Instead of ER, they spell it the English way, R-E. So it's everetttheatre.com. And they're at 47 West Main Street down in Middletown.
Bill, will they hear you play the organ?
Yes, I will be there actually playing on the 8th and 9th before the curtain, and that's another thing. remember the old days when they actually had curtains that opened before the show started? Well, before the curtain opens, I'll be down there at the keyboard of the theater organ at the Everett Theater. And Terri, I'll let you have an interesting quilt event coming up, and then I'm going to mention a little bit about Weekend at Home.
I'll make mine quick because I know you're anxious to talk about Stowe, and I'm anxious to have you do that. But I actually have an invitation for all the knitters out there, and I suppose crocheters as well. I'm going to put my glasses on for this, but hopefully underneath, yeah, you've got it. If you can email this number, or you can call the upper room to find out more. I actually don't have another phone number, but they're looking for swatches of 4x4. Kind of looks like this in any shade of pink, light, dark pink. Actually, I'm in the middle of doing this one. And green and pink. They're looking for all shades and all textures, any kind of stitch you want to do, as long as it's 4x4. Oh, they want me to show it again. I'm a little shy. My knitting's not that good, but beginner knitters or seasoned knitters, 4x4 swatches, and if you email these people, they will tell you exactly where to mail these swatches. May 4th is the deadline, and what we're doing with them is making a big, long cozy for in front of the White House. Every year, mothers get together. It's not a protest, it's a demonstration, mothers demonstrating for peace. And this year, we're putting all our swatches together, and some good people at Code Pink will be stitching them together to spell out a saying inspired by Julia Ward Howe, who started Mother's Day, and it was actually started as a peace movement. And she had once written something that went, "I am a loving mother, I have a loving son, I will not raise my loving son to kill another loving mother's loving son." So if you send your swatches in, it's going to spell out, "We will not raise our children to kill another mother's child." And on Mother's Day, in honor of Julia Howe and Mother's Day, that's what they're doing. And I can't be down there this year, but hopefully my swatches will make it down. Hopefully some viewers out there that know how to knit or crochet, please send them some 4x4s. They really need them, green or pink.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you. And happy Mother's Day to everyone out there.
And one other thing, every year an event takes place. This year it's going to take place actually May 2nd through 4th. Very special event, and it's for cancer survivors and cancer patients and their families and significant others, children, parents, in Stowe, Vermont. And it's an interesting event. As many of you know, I'm a cancer survivor. And I discovered this shortly after I had come back from the hospital from surgery 5 years ago. And it's an event where the town of Stowe, Vermont just opens its doors to all these survivors and their families and friends. And they provide for first-time attendees free lodging, and they have just a series of programs that take place throughout the entire weekend. It's everything from massage to people like AstraZeneca. I mean, it's just an incredible collection of people providing information and networking. And you get to talk to doctors not in a clinical situation where, you know, the doctor comes in the jacket and everybody's afraid. But I mean, doctors talk to you as person to person. So they get to learn from you, you get to learn from them. Care providers, volunteers. It's really a wonderful event, and it takes place up in Stowe, Vermont. And I believe that there are a couple videos in the Upper Room site, and they will link you to the Stowe, Vermont Weekend of Hope for information. But it takes place May 2nd through 4th. You have to register pretty much right now to get the free lodging. And this year they're not going to have the Amtrak train, although they will have a discount. A train runs actually from Wilmington right up to Stowe, Vermont. It's a wonderful train trip. If you've never had a long train ride, this is the one you want to take. Mm-hmm. You're going through the Blue Mountains, you're just going through some wonderful mountains, the Green Mountains of Vermont, and you're going along and the covered bridges and the little towns. It's just an incredible train trip. And there's a discount that they have a discount code on the website for getting a round-trip train ticket. It's actually pretty reasonable for the trip. But it's a wonderful event for those who have survived cancer or those who are going through treatment and their families, because it gives an opportunity for people who've gone through it to talk to other people who've gone through it. And it also gives for the care providers and the families a way for those folks to talk to each other too, because it's not an easy thing to go through that kind of diagnosis and the treatments. But nevertheless, I urge you, if you know somebody or if you yourself has been affected by cancer, go onto the In the Upper Room website, follow the links. There's a video, several videos we did that are online, and they have additional information for you.